back at this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Throwing Sellers. He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sellers to the air again. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Handoff, Frazier running left. Jumped on top of the pile.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. back downfield again. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes a catch right in the middle of a danger zone. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Throws to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it'll be down right there.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
Run inside. It's Clark. Makes a pass to Marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. Pushes ahead for a couple, they'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. The corners are walked up tight. Sellers working that left side now. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Stockton. Working that wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
They get to him as he throws. He's got the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Wiley. Turning it on. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Bringing the heat. To the end zone and is picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out.
Makes the catch, and he's free. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This should be the last play of the quarter. Sellers from the gun on third down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The defense putting points on the board.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. He'll return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
Keeps it on the option. Hard running there. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Tuggle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. And that ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Going to the run, it's Frazier. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On 1st down from their own 22. Throwing, Sellers. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. Whipping through the defense. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's McAllister. There's a crease. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McAllister. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The short hands. It's Hunt. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's McAllister. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. And the Gamecocks have a lot of options on second and inches. They go right back to him. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll go to the counter. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sellers. Caught in the backfield. It's Bolden. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll stop play here as they have a look at this injured Gamecock. 3rd and 4. Sellers from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown Gamecocks! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. It's caught downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Dogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield on first down. The sure hands, it's Wiley. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up a run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's first and goal, and a touchdown here might put this thing out of reach by halftime. Push forward on the sneak. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They losing him.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. These last 2 plays have just made you go. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it way down the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Sellers to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 23 team, the Missouri Tigers. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Checking in with the South Carolina head coach coming out of the locker room. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Throwing, Sellers. Here's a heat. Gets away from one. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. With the catch, it's Harbor. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Sellers. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense penalty.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Ready.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here's Sellers to throw. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. They march 72 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Frazier again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Inside, it's Frazier. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And a great job. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Maybe a crease. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give to Frazier.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running inside, it's Frazier. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Whistle sounds, but they got the timeout called just before the delay of game. And you still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to him back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Receivers right now aren't getting open. We got to do a better job offensively of trying to create opportunities for them. So use motion, get some stack releases, create that separation, slant routes, outbreaking routes. Just give your quarterback a chance.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Catch in the middle, it's Harper. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Throwing, Sellers. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Sellers on the play action. Rushes on him, and down he goes. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense of getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest. I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
Oh, they're after him. Working that left side. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true.